Going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D Brown, and today I got my boy Ellie with me. I got my boy Ali with me. What's going on, fellas?
It's carrying on YouTube.
Finally, though, we get to have the whole crew in the podcast today. You know what I mean? So we don't have much time, so we might as well just get right into it. Topic of the day is basically our preview for the finals. Who we got winning, who we got losing, and that's a couple of reasons why that team who we pick is gonna win or gonna lose. Right. Ali, who do you have winning the finals and why? It was at least two reasons why you have that team winning.
I have the Boston Celtics winning the NBA Finals in 6 games. And the reason I have two main reasons. Two main reasons because the length and physicality on both the offensive and defensive end on the perimeter, and the role outside of the superstars. The second reason is because Golden State Big Three ain't necessarily that potent or lethal as they once were, and that's the core group of Steph, Draymond, and Clay. We and Elliot reiterated, and we spoke about it. Stats don't tell the full story, but for me, Klay Thompson, since coming off the injury, hasn't been the same defender. I don't know if he hasn't got his legs yet, but hasn't been the same defender. And two is, over the course of the Memphis and the Dallas series, which was the two most recent series, he shooting about 32% from three, approximately 32% from three. So if you was a Boston fan, that's a sight for sore eyes. That's my two main reasons.
What about you, Ellie? Who you got winning and why? Two reasons.
Well, I get Golden State winning. One of the reasons being because I just feel as though they're more hungry than anyone. The whole playoffs. If you really look at it, Golden State wasn't healthy for the past 2 years, and them not being healthy is the main reason they wasn't in no conference finals, no playoffs, nothing. And you look at it now, we got the emergence of Jordan Poole, we got Wiggins actually playing like a number one pick. So it's kind of like, yeah, they hungry. Then the second reason I have is the ball movement. Again, this team, the other night, against the closeout game against Dallas, they had 29 made shots with 26 assists. That is damn near impossible to stop. The ball never stops. So, unlike the Nets,
but that's against Dallas.
I mean, yeah, but they do it against Memphis too, and they did it against Denver. So when we look at it, ISO teams is mainly what Boston played. When you look at Brooklyn, you look at who else they played. Miami ain't really an ISO team, but you get Jimmy who trying to isolate someone. You get Tyler Hero who didn't play, but he kind of an ISO player. Then you get Larry who never really was no ball movement type of guy to begin with. So then who else they play?
Bucks.
The Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks. They gang Giannis. See, they saying they gang up on Giannis. So Golden State.
But watch this. Not to say I cutting you off, right? All the names of the teams you call up are all better defensive teams than Golden State.
But by what margin though? It ain't like Miami here or Boston.
It's a sizable margin.
Not that sizable, bro. It really isn't, bro.
It's sizable.
It really isn't, bro.
No, but he's still looking at the fact that Golden State had the best defense before Draymond went down. So you gotta also remember, like, most of the defensive stats was because Draymond not being there. So, hey, now look at them now. Hey, Golden State whole thing is let the star kill, but the others wouldn't. You can eat. We can't stop you from eating. You can eat, but the others can't.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good point. They don't even play a star player. You gotta worry, but you gotta stop too. Golden State played the Denver Nuggets in the first round with Jokic and Monte Morris as a starting guard, bro. Monte Morris is a start. Monte Morris on a lot of teams wouldn't see the rotation, bro.
Okay, what star players?
Let's just be keeping a buck.
What star players Boston start? What star players Boston start?
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Well, we ain't even talking about that. That
That's
team,
not like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and some of the best scorers in the league.
they can't play defense. They have no shot. Nobody even thought they had a shot. Other than
That's
those
my point. Steph Curry can't play defense on that level either.
Huh?
Steph Curry can't play
Just
defense
call
on
it
that
one
level
person,
either.
bro. You just call it one person.
Jordan Poole can't play defense on that level either.
Can't. They probably won't
Klay
be
Thompson, currently Klay Thompson can't play defense on that level either.
on what level?
I calling everyone name.
Bro, I ain't saying this, bro. Boston
being
just
real,
struggled.
being real.
Boston just struggling with Miami, who got one star, one person who could have get their own bucket the whole series. They went to 7 against that team, bro. Baum was inconsistent. Hero was hurt. Larry was hurt. PJ Tucker was hurt. It's like, come on, wait. You don't see that.
Marcus Smart hurt. Robert Williams hurt. Like we doing there, but both teams were banged up.
Bro. Your two main players wasn't hurt.
Your 2-3 games that series.
Your two main players wasn't hurt though.
I agree, but you everyone outside of Jimmy Butler is half a game. Everyone outside of Jimmy Butler is a role player. Like we said, we doing that.
Exactly,
but
bro.
Marcus
But they
Smart
struggle with them.
Player, yeah, bro.
They struggle with them. You got two stars and a defensive player of the year, bro. And you got a legit center in your boy. What do you name? Robert Williams going against
Robert
Baum.
Williams.
He was dealing with
Robert
Baum.
Williams played 3 out of the 7 games, bro. We ain't doing that.
Robert he was dealing with Baum, though. That's what I said. He was dealing with Baum. Here's the next thing.
Sure.
Here's the next thing. We was rebounding. What's his right? With a small lineup. Oh, very, very small. Even though Golden State also do the small lineup, but with our small lineup, we was rebounding in the same ballpark as Boston.
I agree with you, but Boston have got main guys who are banged up as well. Marcus Smart and Robert Williams missed sizable time in that series. 2 of their most important players, bro. Two of their top 4 important players this time.
Still got 2 stars though.
Agreed.
So how you struggling with a team with a banged up 1 star?
But you still undermining your team's ability. Miami was the best defensive team in the NBA. Come on now, let's do that.
I ain't undermining my team, bro. All right, we have a great defense, right? But Tatum was wildly inconsistent, bro.
Okay. I agree with you. Okay, why are we making excuses for Miami, right? And all the other teams, like Milwaukee. We ain't making excuses for Memphis and the Denver Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks.
We can't make excuses. We can't make excuse with Memphis. We can't. What excuse? When they went 20-2 without Ja Morant. What excuse can we make for Memphis?
Oh, now.
They almost better without Ja Morant.
Okay, now we doing that. We doing that now.
Absolutely are better without Ja Morant. And Draymond said it best, like, isolation ball, easier to stop than ball moving. That's what it is. And like Desmond being, Brandon Clark, we had Violent Jonas.
Hey, I even mentioned Desmond Bean for 3-4 games. For that Golden with a disc box. I remember game beings, the Grizzlies' second best player was banged up for 4 games of that series, average 8 points for 4 games with a disc issue in his back. Since we doing that, the Denver Nuggets in the first round missed 2 of their top 3 players, 2 who happen to be all NBA caliber players.
I don't count that.
Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. We have to do it.
I don't count that series.
We have to do it. Since we doing it with Boston.
Against Denver, they clearly had the advantage. I don't count that
for sure.
This one,
But the games, it was a 5-game series, but it was highly competitive.
Bro, they was barely beating Memphis. Even with a banged up Memphis, to me, I feel like this Golden State last chance to win, because when Memphis really catch themselves, everybody else done. Everybody else done. But Memphis beat them by like 40.
Watch this. We ain't even bring up that. Yeah, they beat them by 40 something, but we ain't even bring up that the NBA suspend Memphis best defender for a game. We ain't even gonna bring that up. See, I doing it. Since we doing it for Boston, I gotta do it for Golden State.
Bro,
we doing it.
They still,
we ain't even
they
bring up
still
the NBA
lose the next
suspend Dylan Brooks
game,
for a
right?
game.
Didn't they lose that next game?
With Dylan Brooks?
Yeah. Didn't they still lose?
They lose the game 6, but the game 6 was a pretty good game. And then the game where Steph Curry flopped when they called a foul on Desmond Bain. If he hadn't called that, they counted left, the Memphis Grizzlies would have been up 3 with 20 seconds left, bro. So like I said,
okay,
Paul out there could have pushed the series to 7.
So you kind of making my point, bro. Like Memphis, they still was good without Ja Morant, bro.
They still was good without Ja
bro.
Morant.
It was that good.
They won a game that series with Ja Morant by a sizable deficit.
We can't discount the fact that this season they was 20-2 without Ja Morant, bro.
Yes, but that's with Desmond being healthy. They was not healthy for 4 games a series. Tell me we talking about buying the players. That's with Desmond being healthy. Desmond being averaged 8 points for 4 games a series because he had a disc issue with his back. So we discount that. Even though they went 22-2 without Ja Morant, Desmond Bain was a critical part in that 22-2, and he was not healthy for the rest of that series against Golden State. Can we agree to that?
Bro, but
you know what I mean? Like we have to do this.
Bro. They still push these guys, bro. So it's like I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. And watch this. Even without Ja Morant, that version of the Grizzlies, the Boston Celtics, is that version of the Grizzlies on steroids. So we have to do this, bro. We have to do this, bro.
Hell nah, bro.
Come on, bro.
Boston is not as good as Memphis.
Elliot, what you think, boy? What you think, Elliot?
I say it again.
I think okay, the Memphis Grizzlies, right? Even though Ja Morant went down, the series was still kind of competitive, you know, in a sense. But then again, you look at that version of the Grizzlies without Ja Morant. I feel like the Boston Celtics are a version of that Grizzlies on steroids.
On steroids?
I mean, I wouldn't say on steroids, but I kind of get your point because it's like I said, I feel as though Memphis better without Morant because you can't key in on just one player. The ball just keep moving. And kind of like our Boston players, like they slick ISO, but they don't really ISO. But I could say they still kind of vulnerable.
Boston is Muda basketball. Let's keep it a buck. They Muda rock.
Yeah, they move it up. That's why I say it's kind of like ISO because you have times where Tatum do be like, all right, just get out of my way. You have times where Jaylen Brown be like, all right, just get out of my way. But
it's not often.
No, it's not really often because that ain't the kind of style they play. Everybody eats. But then again, this is like why I gotta agree with Dennis in a way. Tatum for this whole, it's besides the next series, been highly inconsistent. Like he has a good game here. He has a look. You cannot do that against Golden State. From you have one ball game against Golden State, that liable to be the series. You understand me? Because the way Golden State could beat you, that could demoralize you for the rest of the series. That's why, like, with Ja Morant, Memphis was getting spanked by 20 or 30. You understand me? That's why the next game, when they blow Golden State out by 40, it kind of looked like that's a totally different team. You're like, what's going on here? You understand me? So, like, yeah, it's ball movement can always win things, but in my mind, ain't nothing stopping Golden State. And I hear you say earlier that, hey, Clay in there defensively. No, Clay ain't fully there yet. 2 years
offensively either?
No, offensively he ain't there yet neither, but he showed flashes. But I want you to realize one thing though. He is young man of something to prove more than what anyone of the notice. Durant get kicked out of the first round.
Okay, I can bring up a point. I no one touched on, and that's the role players, right? In every series, if you pair role players up, you pair in every series, Golden State, and they had the better role players where it come down to Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, or Otto Porter coming off the bench to give his little 1-2-1-2. The Golden State defense and offense is going to be tested because Boston role players are just as good. Golden State has not played a team where the other guys, role players, are as good as their role players, and we keeping a buck.
Memphis, right? Memphis? No.
Memphis?
No.
You say Memphis?
Yes, Memphis.
Which role players on Memphis are
Bro,
better
I
than
don't even know them dudes. I don't even know them dudes, but Memphis, who they just go very deep, bro. And they was doing great. The role players was doing great.
They was doing
defensively
great.
and offensively, bro.
They were doing great, but we still using the adage of Desmond Bain's injury, right? We still using
He's
that.
not a role player. We talking about the role guys.
Okay, outside of Desmond Baines and Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson, because Jaren Jackson is a role player. Which one of those three? Maybe any three guys. Tyus Jones, not better than
talking about off the bench.
When I say role players, they are part of the core, but they're not Desmond Bain and Ja Morant. Like Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and you would even say Kevon Looney as of late has been a part of the core group for the playoffs. Which one of those guys, any 3 or 4 of those guys of Memphis, was as good as Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, or Kevon Looney for this playoff run? And even Elliott can say it, bro.
I mean, shit. I don't think no.
Yeah, I mean, what? Y'all, I have a
Memphis team. I don't know the team. I just know them dudes.
See,
well, okay,
Ali, you sharp. I see what you do there. Because you're right. You're 100% right. But hey, I could throw a curveball at you that no one expected Jordan Poole to wallow out Novice down there 30 on them boys. Hey,
I agree with that. I expected Jordan Poole to be solid, but not this good.
Also forgetting Gary Payton Jr.
His injury is
back. He really good defender. He don't play no offense, but he just there to harass people. So boom.
Yeah. And I think
take Marcus Smart out the game with that dude. They could cancel each other out.
You ain't canceling Marcus Smart and Gary Payton canceling out.
Marcus Smart ain't like the best offensive guy. He just hit open threes. They could cancel each other out.
I can throw you something you ain't even noticed. Marcus Smart had 22 points in that game 7. 22 points, bro.
Marcus most of them was open threes, bro. He can shoot threes. He can shoot threes, especially when they open.
Marcus Smart, we ain't gonna disrespect Marcus Smart.
I ain't disrespecting Marcus Smart, but they could cancel it. Like I said, they could cancel each other out.
I mean,
okay, but this go to my initial point with the role players, right? Let's line off Boston role players. And I use Al Horford, Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, and Robert Williams. Those 4 guys as a group of role players are better than Wiggins, Poole, and Kevon Looney and Otto Porter. That's my opinion. I feel like Golden State, as it relates to the other guys, I feel like Golden State hasn't met a match with the other guys as Boston yet in the playoffs, and I feel like this could be their first big test. That's just my opinion.
Guys, they're also better than the Heat role players, but they struggle with the Heat. That's right.
Yeah, but bro, Marcus Smart missed 3 games of the series. Robert Williams been banged up. He missed for 2-3 games of the series.
Our whole team was banged up.
But both teams been banged up, but that's what I've been showing you.
That's 2 players. That's 2 players who's banged up. Our main player, our second main scorer, our main defender, and our point guard was
Marcus Smart missed 2-3 games out of that Bucks series as well. Robert Williams missed about 3 games of that Bucks series. When those 2 guys play, Boston was undefeated against Milwaukee. We can talk about it. Game 6 and 7, Marcus Smart and Robert Williams play, and they went undefeated. We can talk about it now. I just being real here.
Me and Milwaukee, who they keep going to the wire without their closer? That Milwaukee?
Hey,
you just trying to use everything in the book to diminish.
What you mean? I use it in front of. Go ahead, Ellie.
I mean, I just want to say, like, I feel as though, and it might be kind of an underrated take, but I feel as though with a healthy Tyler Hero, Miami wins that series in 6. But hey,
apart from a healthy Tyler Hero, if Miami didn't shoot 7 for 45 in Game 4, and if the Miami didn't shoot as horrible as they did in Game 5, we'd have win in 6. If Jimmy didn't have 13 points, Ari didn't have 0 points, Tyler Hero didn't miss that game, Strus didn't shoot 0 for 14 in Game 5, and we still only lose by 13 points, bro. Compared to the Warriors, they are not going to shoot like that, bro. That's just my point, bro. For two
can't really.
consecutive games,
Okay.
they are
Hold on.
not going to shoot like that.
I have yet to see
Oh,
it.
Time out. Klay Thompson plays roughly 29, 30 minutes a night. Klay Thompson for the entirety of the Memphis and the entirety of the Dallas series is shooting down there 30% from three, bro. 30% from three, bro.
That's 0 for 14, bro.
No. He went 1 of 5 in the first half, and then I think he went like 6 of 8 in the second half. Like he usually shows up in the second half. Like
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Like Klay just having a slump, but you can't expect Golden State to shoot
shooting that twice. They won't shoot like that twice, especially not twice.
Wait,
Yeah.
y'all,
You gotta concede that. You gotta concede that point, though.
We just talked. I agree. Golden State ain't gonna shoot as bad as Miami, but Golden State ain't gonna stop Boston as much as Miami been stopping Boston either. Their defense isn't as good as Miami's.
I don't believe, bro. I don't
really say that. Why say you can't? Why say you
okay,
can't?
I can listen to you and I can back up my point.
Before Draymond went down during this season, he was the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year, and he had Golden State top 5 in every defensive stat known to man. Even Curry
agreed,
like
but how that was early in the regular season. We didn't deep in the playoffs.
Yes, my thing starting to get their stride back. That was my point.
Yeah,
they started to hit
Agreed.
They started to hit stride at the right time. So I don't feel like I really don't feel like they're gonna struggle with Boston like you think they will, bro. It's not.
I don't remember. I have the series going 6, but okay, I can back my point up now, right? Y'all just bring up the season stats, bro. The Phoenix Suns were the best team in basketball in the regular season, 65 wins. They asked get bounced in the second round, bro. We ain't talking about regular season here. The playoffs is about matchups. But Golden State has 2 guys who consistently play heavy minutes, who you could constantly attack on the defensive end. But Boston doesn't have a guy in their lineup you could do that too.
But they don't play the same time. They don't play the same time often. So so what? We was able to disguise Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Do you think they can?
Y'all wasn't playing them the same. Duncan Robinson played how much minutes this series?
No, Duncan Robinson playing them the same time.
Duncan Robinson ain't been playing a lot for this whole playoffs.
I know, but what I'm saying is we was able to disguise a player like that.
But this might
be like a Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero, we were able to disguise a player like Tyler Hero.
Now, let me ask you a question. You think Tyler Hero was as good as offense on offense this series as he was in the last series or
no,
series
he was
prior?
horrible. He was horrible the whole playoff.
And why is that? Because they every time down the floor, Boston say we're going to attack Tyler Hero. Every time you're forced to play defense, it affects your offense. Go ask Steph Curry in the 2016 finals when Cleveland run him through a million pick and rolls. Go ask them. But I tell you, it's stylistically the matchup favors Boston.
Okay. You take Tyler Hero out. Who else supposed to step up the score after Tyler Hero? Nobody, right? Nobody, right?
I don't know. I'd say Bomb, but I don't know.
Please. Okay, take Stephen Curry out. Who else could score? Wiggins and Klay.
Wiggins and Klay? I go with Wiggins. Wiggins been more consistent as of late. You know what I mean?
I said could score, could get their own buckets. Those two
could score, but can't. But okay. Watch this. Take out Jason Tatum. Who else could score?
I mean,
who else could score? All right.
Then that's when
Jaylen Brown is at this point. Watch this.
So let him score.
If you was to ask me, even if you was watching this whole playoffs, y'all been saying Jason Tatum been inconsistent, which if you allude to offense, it might be true. But on the defensive end, Jason Tatum has been a stud on the defensive end, bro. And that's something we can't say about Steph Curry, bro.
Who did he have to guard?
Kevin Durant?
Struz?
Kevin Durant?
No. I give him that. But who he had to guard last series?
No.
He had a game. Kenshin blocked like 2 games in the Memphis series. I think he had a game clinching steal against Dallas. Like he might not make them big defensive plays all game, but when the time is right, like
You said game clinching steal, but you
Yeah.
watch Curry, right? And this the Dallas series, right? I was hoping Dallas could speed things up more. I feel like Dallas was trying to force the mismatch too much and attack Curry, and it kind of bordered their offense because they know. But every time Dallas was getting us, honestly, the switch with Luka and Kevon Looney was holding his own on our switch, bro. Kevon Looney was playing outstanding defense on our switch. But every time they would switch or get a switch on Steph Curry, Luka would have abused that matchup. With the
That's
small
okay.
guy named Jalen Brunson would have abused that matchup.
Anyway, we only got like a couple minutes left. Any closing arguments? We got about 3 minutes left.
But
Only
I
one
feel like
minute.
y'all just my closing argument is I feel like the excuses y'all using for Boston, y'all ain't using for Golden State. And I don't think that's fair to them, but you know what I mean? You've been okay. Dennis, you've been saying your team been banged up, but so has Boston, bro. Boston, a lot of key players missed games that series, bro. So you can't just say, oh, well, we ain't at this guy. If this guy go over, like it happened, you know what I mean? Like, and against with Golden State, like they ain't had key guys missing. They've been mostly healthy for the majority of the playoffs, bro. Like, I don't think their defense has been tested yet. That's just my opinion. I don't think so. They only had to focus on teams with one star player.
What Boston gonna do if Robert Williams and Marcus Smart miss again?
That remains to be seen, though. That remains to be seen.
It's true. That ain't their fault if they miss.
None of
That ain't their fault.
health is a factor.
Guiding playing.
Ellie, say what's your closing argument?
All right, well, I only want to say this for the Curry defense. Like, I come on this defense of the defense. See what they saying? Like, hey, you might not consider Curry this outstanding defender, but for a 6'3", barely 200-pound man, he do what he has to do. You understand me? Like, yeah, teams switch him, they abuse him, they do this, they do that, but this is a different Steph Curry now. You understand me? Steph about to drop 48 and 8 on this young man. That's all I about to say. Golden State and 4.
And what?
That's all I gotta say.
That's wild, bro.
Golden State and what?
Hey,
And 4.
hey.
Oh man.
But you know, okay. Now that's my closing statement, and I disappointed all us. The one thing we ain't bring up is health, because no matter what analytics we throw and arguments we throw, health is the most important thing. If one player go down, that could change the whole entire series, and that's all I want to say.
Yeah, you're right about that. I get that. Let it slide.
Anyways, so
because Golden State get by a lot of years with some big key guys going down. So
that's
saying they putting it on there.
That's life though. So out of you guys,
that's life, man.
Boston and you got Boston in 6. I got Golden State in 6. Ellie, for some odd reason, got Golden State 4. I don't know what you smoking, though. Put that shit.
If Boston win out for each game, I clown and Ellie.
I don't know what you smoking, bro. Put that shit down, fam. But anyways, y'all, thanks for tuning into this episode of That Real Talk Sports. Keep in mind, Ellie. Keep in mind, Ali. More videos to come. Check out some of our old videos. We're probably going to shoot the next one this weekend. Have that out for next week. You know what I mean? So, again, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate the views. Appreciate the support. Peace out, everybody.